up your dad being a professional basketball player?
Just like any other guy, any other like kid who has like a parent who's really famous or who had a name for himself. I grew up with a lot of pressure playing basketball. I would say good thing about it is I really loved the sport from the get go.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I was out, I felt like I had to get a ball. The first thing I had get a small ball, play with it, and that's how I really started loving the sport. And everybody was looking at me during my start of playing basketball because that was, I would say, the peak of my dad's career during the late 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
But though he retired early in his career, but soon as I started playing competitive basketball, at a young age, you'd hear like, you're never gonna get as far as your father. He's better than you. And the advantage that I had is, hearing it from the person who I'm being compared to not mind everything. That really gave me a lot of confidence.
Okay.
Who told me to just continue working hard, play smart, experience, play a lot of games, and eventually you'll step out of the shadow. And that's what I did. And I studied a lot of, I was a kid. I studied and played basketball at the same time. So I would that would probably my instincts. That's where I got it, and I would watch by that VHS of my dad's games, and I had my own coaching board.
Wow.
And I would study where to go, where the guys go to. That's why at a very young age I was kind of advanced in terms of basketball language. I would read defense quickly just because I know how they form, and offensively I would know where to go, and that was a big help for my dad. Teaching, bringing me to practice every day, learning, and that's it. I just started to play hard. Just let the game come to me, and eventually, things took off, and I was in high school and I was in college, and there you go, represent the country.
Jimmy was telling me stories about how he's known you for a while now because your dad was coaching him, but he said he was telling me stories about you at practice as just a youngster, always looking to get shots off and playing. So that must have been neat. But like you said, I'm sure there was some pressure along with that.
A lot.
Having your dad. You look at some of these guys, like for instance Steph Curry. His dad played in the NBA. There's this guy Lonzo Ball now. Well, his dad didn't play in the NBA. His dad's putting a lot of pressure on him. But LeBron James has kids. Can you imagine the pressure that they have?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, I really just took it as a challenge. It wasn't a burden for me of being pressured of having to fulfill my family name. I really wanted to challenge myself, being so competitive. That was my first challenge, is how to step out of that Ravena shadow of how my dad was able to put a name for himself in the pros. So hopefully, I'm just taking my the right steps. I'm just listening to the correct people, the right people. Especially, I'm going towards the start of my professional career.
Okay, well, it's been you've been very successful up to this point, and you seem to have handled everything pretty well. I know that I've certainly I've seen you and I've heard of you from a young age. Was there? We talked a little bit about some of the advantages and disadvantages, but as you got older into college, was there any? It sounds like you had some pretty good people advising you and helping you make the right choices.
Just being firm with my family. It's nice to always communicate with them so that everything's straightened out, all stages covered. not to miss out anything. Especially now, it was just really crucial making life decisions, whether to go to pro or play somewhere else, or play strictly for the national team. So it's nice to have. That's one advantage I would say of having athletes as parents.
Yeah, they've been your dad's done it, and your mom was a volleyball player. Is that right?
She was for the national team too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of